The fourth principle is embrace optimism. I think personally, optimism is the foundation for mental toughness. And so we have to acknowledge that life will contain hardship and hurt, yet we commit to moving forward with a hopeful attitude and energy anyways. That's optimism. Optimism is the foundational belief that things will work out for the best through the appropriate effort, energy, attention, and focus. That's the most important part, because you cannot be happy by constantly forcing happiness. Do what you can to hold space for the full range of the human experience and emotion, happiness and sadness, hope and fear, loss and possibility in the same day, even in the same hour. That's embracing optimism, embracing the fullness of life, because optimism is the foundation for mental toughness. Because when things get hard, we've trained this fundamental belief that things can and will work out for the best if I put in the appropriate effort, attention, energy, and focus. And so this is really about hunting the good stuff. Throughout your day, seek the amazing moments, hunt the good stuff, see the small moments that bring you joy. That's building this optimism into your life. And so when things get hard, you can still see that light at the end of the tunnel, right? Understanding that we can have happiness and sadness, hope and fear, because we've embraced this idea of optimism, which again, I think is the foundation for mental toughness. And I've never witnessed or seen or worked with a great elite athlete that wasn't optimistic. So think about that for your own life. Um, and so on top of that, research does show that emotional flexibility is deeply associated with resilience. Here's an example. A study of US college students after 9/11 found that those who could hold hope and loss simultaneously demonstrated greater resilience and fewer depressive symptoms. So this isn't about denial, right? It's about the capacity to hold positive emotions alongside negative ones. So understand that this emotional flexibility is associated with resilience, which is associated with optimism, which is associated obviously with the principles we've mentioned before. Patreon is the home of our exclusive community where we do bonus episodes, live streams, Q&As, and merch discounts, and so much more. Patreon is the number one way to support this podcast and to support my mental health nonprofit called You Are Loved.